Hey everyone, so today is my tutorial for the Little Mermaid, actually Ariel. So I already did Flounder, and halfway through this tutorial I didn't even have a name for it. I was actually inspired by a picture, but I switched some of the colors around and kind of did it my way. And as I'm doing it, I'm like, wow, this really reminds me of the Little Mermaid. So I'm gonna call this Little Mermaid's tutorial. So to get into this tutorial, here we go. Okay, so to begin this tutorial, I've already primed my face, I've moisturized my face, I've done my eyebrows because it's in every video and you really don't need to see them done every time, so I'm just getting stuff prepared. And I also prime my eyes with Urban Decay's Primer Potion. To begin this, I'm going to use the second edition 120 color palette eyeshadow from BH Cosmetics, and it looks like this. Throwing stuff. And then there's a tray, and then I actually have another tray in front of me. So I'll show the colors as I use them because they don't have names, they don't have numbers, so it's kind of hard for me to say which one it is. And then I'll just be using one color, maybe two colors from Naked 3. So to begin this, I'm actually going to start with my lid, and I'm going to put a little bit of NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk on my lid. Not have to be perfect because you will rub it in with your fingers. Alright, so from the BH Cosmetics palette, I'm going to take, I'll find it now, this like light violet color. It kind of looks blue on here. It's not, it's in the blue column, but it's definitely violet. Now for these shadows, you really have to work them, so you have to kind of pat these on. If you swipe them, you're not really going to get much pigmentation. And then from Naked 3, I'm going to be using Buzz, which is purpley color right next to the gold one. And I'm just lightly putting this over top of what we just applied. Again, you're patting this on. So now out of the Naked 3 palette, I'm going to start with Limit, which is a matte, really light pink color. Right on top of that purple and then hitting it a little bit, not going over it completely, but just in the crease, letting them marry together. So now I'm going to take Liar from the Naked 3. I'm actually going to switch the brush, and I'm going to take Max 286, which is a fluffy crease brush. Now with a fluffy blending brush, I'm just going to dip this into Naked 3's Strange. I'm going to go to my brow bone and then just buff it into that crease that we just applied. Marrying those two together. So now for the waterline, I'm going to take NYX Jumbo Pencil and Milk again, and I'm going to put that underneath my waterline. So now I'm going to be taking two different teal colors from the BH Cosmetics second edition palette. I'm going to show you the two that I'm using. I'm gonna be taking this one. And then I'm gonna be taking from the other palette this one. And I know this is super confusing. I wish they all had names to make it easier. The first one I showed you is going to be more toward the inner corner, and then the second one's going to be more toward the outer, and then I'm going to have them married together. That is like my word of the day. Have actually this first color go completely onto the water line, or underneath the water line. And then with that second color, I'm going to focus more toward the outer corner. Now for the inner corner, I'm actually going to put a gold, and I'm going to take Naked 3's Trick. I'm going to take NYX's Jumbo Eye Pencil and Cottage Cheese, and I'm just going to dab this into my inner corner and then place the gold right over it. And now I'm just taking a smaller shadow brush than what I've been using, dipping it into Trick. Now for my waterline, I actually just got this in the mail yesterday, and it is Urban Decay's 24/7 Waterline Eye Pencil in Walk of Shame. And this is a very nude color, and you can't even see it against my hand. I prefer nudes or whites over dark on my waterline, just because darks will close your eye, like make your eye look smaller. Some looks do call for it, but for this one, I'm actually going to apply a nude one. So I'm going to just apply this to my waterline. Okay, so I am going to get my foundation done, and I will be right back. I will show you like the blush and everything that I'm going to use for this look, but for the sake of the video, I am not going to record the whole foundation. So I will be right back. Alright, so this is the finished look, and I am obsessed. As I'm doing this, I'm like, oh, it's kind of reminding me of something. I did Flounder maybe, what, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, depending on when I upload this. And this totally reminds me of Little Mermaid. Like just her outfit, or her seashell bra and her fins. Totally was like, oh my gosh, it's totally Ariel. So I'm going to call this Ariel's tutorial. The products that I used for this look, as I was doing my foundation and stuff, I didn't want to film everything just because it's pretty much self-explanatory. So I just wanted to explain some of the things that I did use to kind of complete it. So for my mascara, I ordered some Urban Decay stuff, and I got Urban Decay's Provision Bigger, Blacker, Badder eyeliner. I mean, not eyeliner, mascara, which is super little, but I'm obsessed with it. For just using it this first time, I think I could probably get maybe 2 more uses out of it. There's not much in this little sample. Like, I feel like samples used to be a little bit bigger, but I definitely think I might purchase this. For my foundation, I applied all my foundation wet, and then I used Sephora's Radiant Luminizing Drops sponge, and I put a little bit on my little dish that I put things on, and I dipped, you can kind of see where I used it, dipped this into it, and then I just applied it where I wanted it. And then for my blush, I used Urban Decay's Fetish. I'm not sure if they have this anymore. I actually got this a long time ago, but it is a cream blush. So once my powder was all applied, I purchased Urban Decay's Afterglow Highlighter in Sin, and I think this is part of their summer line this year. And very pretty. These colors are very soft and pigmented like no other, so it takes a little bit to go a long way. And I actually applied it to my blending brush, and I just did it on the cheekbone. My brain's going a million miles an hour right now. My cheekbone, I took a little bit up here on my chin and took it down and onto my cupid's bow. So also for the lips, I applied Revlon's Color Burst lip butter, which these lipsticks are awesome because they are creamy. They don't feel like they're gonna dry out your lips throughout the day, so I love these. And I use the color Sugar Frosting, which is just a pretty light pink, just to give a little color to my lips, not much, just because my eyes are very bright. That is it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked this tutorial, just please give it a thumbs up. And if you would like to see more from me, go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well. And I do a new video every single Wednesday. And I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next Wednesday. Bye guys. To hang out with me more days than just Wednesdays, I do have an Instagram, which is loveandlife1305, and a Twitter that is loveandlife1305.